Hey everybody, it's Emily the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with our experimental experiment with the eggshell and the sand. This bin here is our sand bin. The one over here on the right is the eggshell bin. Last week, if you recall, there was a lot of moisture, but I just took the lids off and both of the lids look relatively good, much better than last week. So I think adding that bedding was very helpful. So I wanted to take a look really quickly here and see if the worms have gotten to work on the apple we have in here. I'm not seeing any in the bedding here, but it is moist. I don't think I could squeeze moisture out of it, but it feels good. So let me pull this out of the way. We'll look back here. Not really seeing any worms in any of the other parts of the bin, which I'm hoping is a good sign that they're active in this back corner where I'm getting closer to now. Okay, so let's take a look and see how our apple is coming along. It's still taking a long time to break down, but I'm hoping the worms are down here around all those juices. And they are, in fact. And look at that, there's a baby there right in the middle of the screen. So that's encouraging. I don't know why this apple is taking so long. Apples, sometimes even when they're frozen, just seem to take forever. I think I've had too much caffeine, guys. I'm sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. That's what I get for downing the energy drinks. But not a whole lot happening on this apple itself, although it looks like there's a worm. Thought I saw a worm, maybe not. But I'm just going to do the same thing, kind of squeeze a little bit of the moisture out of here like I did last week, break it up a bit more than we had, because I think these guys can finish that off this week. Just gonna bury this up, mark our feeding again, and just level out the rest of the bedding. And look, I'm checking right here, and there's a cocoon just from some of the bedding I turned up. So all good signs. And again, this is the sand bin. So I don't think we're gonna feed again this week, which I know is disappointing. It's a little boring if we don't feed, but also don't want to overfeed the bin. Alright, so here's our eggshell bin. I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of turn it up here, see if there's any worms on this other side throughout the bedding. And so far not seeing any. Trying to do a rough look for cocoons as well. Can't tell, is that a cocoon? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, but there's one. And there's another one. That is very encouraging. Not seeing any more right now. So let's look and see how they're doing on the apple over here. All right. Let me reposition here a little bit. I can't reach. same deal. They're just taking their good old time apparently getting into this. But it does appear that there's worms back here in this corner. Which is good. We want them to congregate in one area because that way they will lay us cocoons, make lots of babies. And there's definitely worms throughout here. So we'll do the same thing over here. Drop that back over in the corner. Bury it up. And I'm excited that we're starting to see some babies in here. The whole goal here is to go a few months and see if the eggshell versus the sand makes any sort of difference in their reproduction rates and how many worms we get. So, unfortunately, no feeding for today, guys. I am not wanting to rush this too much. So I appreciate any of your feedback down below. Like this video, subscribe if you'd like some more content from me. And as always, I want to remind everyone I have extensive playlists. If you're looking for something specific, one of my experiments or a problem, harvest attempts, all of that you can find in my playlists area. So always feel free to search that. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.